Hey guys, so I was just editing a few videos and I figured, well, it's early enough in the week, I could probably still get away with uploading a weekly makeup basket, which I haven't uploaded in a while, but I have been filming them. They were horrendous, so they will never see the light of day. So I quickly threw on some face-ness and decided to film this. Quickly address the hair. If you follow my vlogs, which don't worry if you don't, I'm not offended. I think they're pretty bad, but I forced myself to do them anyway. I was meaning just to trim this, like my long hair. I kind of miss it, but I'm going to like it. This was a complete accident. I just kind of trimmed it even more to try and make it work, give it some kind of shape and style. I like it. I dyed it kind of an auburny colour, and yeah, I'm growing into it. It'll be fine. Hair grows. Nothing to cry over. I promise, I didn't cry. Can't cry over something I did. Someone else did it, I'd be bawling. But I should just jump into the weekly makeup basket. Anyone who's watching this for the first time doesn't know what a weekly makeup basket is. Basically, I pick my makeup for the week. And this is particularly handy for people who are doing project pans or multiple project use apps, or for people who have a large collection and just kind of want to cycle through their makeup and rotate things every now and again. This week I have a theme of finishing things. That's my theme this week. I want to finish things and integrate other products that are in a forthcoming project, which I will be uploading on Sunday, so you can look forward to that one. So I'm going to work from my base forward, and the primer that I've chosen this week is the Rimmel Lasting Finish primer, which is just kind of a lotiony primer that is ever so similar to the Max Factor Face Affinity, but not quite as amazing as that in my opinion. It's silicone-y, but it's still moisturising, and it just kind of smooths the surface of the skin a little, and it's moderately tacky. It's not like really tacky or anything, but it's perfect for if you wear long wearing foundations or mattifying foundations. The added moisture will help the foundation look its best longer, and it'll stop the foundation sucking all the moisture out of your skin, which is always a plus. Yeah. For actual foundation, I'm still using the Trilogy. This little guy, the Lumi Magique Pure Light base, only has maybe a day or two, maybe 3 at most, left in it, so I'm just trying to finish it. And of course, I'm working on my Finish 7 by Spring foundations, the Match Perfection from Rimmel and the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which have shaken up, so I can't show you the progress on them. Oops. But they are very close to being done. The Double Wear, from what I can tell, is somewhere down here, and the Match Perfection maybe only has a quarter left in it, so we shall see what we can do this week. We shall see what we can do. For concealer, I've got my NYX HD concealer, which really is just scraping the sides. And in fact, if I wasn't being so pedantic about it, I would call it done. But, you know, it's still got like 2 or 3 applications in it, so we're gonna keep using it until it's done. And the Boing concealer from Benefit, which only has little scrapings around the edge. Again, this probably has like 2 weeks worth of application in it, because my skin has cleared up tremendously, so I don't need to use so much of it. At one point I was covering my jawline in this stuff. That's how I managed to use so much of it. Just clarting my jawline in Boing. And those two are in my Project 10 pan. Another two concealers that I'm using are the Match Perfection from L'Oreal for under eye. I'll probably mix this with the NYX concealer because the NYX one is a bit drier. It's a bit too dry for under eyes, so mix it with a liquidier one and it works perfectly. And then we have the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, which is this hunker of a concealer stick. And I don't actually use this for concealer, I kind of use it to tidy up my brows. I've never really done concealer brows, but it's great for tidying up underneath and also for brightening up my lid before applying eyeshadow. So that's what I use that for. To set everything, I have my, what are you? The Perfect Light Loose Powder from number 7. This is just it's a light toned loose powder. It's finely milled. It mattifies, keeps everything in place. It's not quite as mattifying as the HD powders I usually use, but you know, I have it, I need to use it, so I'm gonna use it for a while. For travel bag powders, I have two, mostly because this one probably only has like one application left in it. Again, I'm being pedantic. I want to use every last grain of powder in here. So that's the Facefinity from Max Factor, and then I'll be moving on to the Maybelline 24 Hour Foundation. It's like Maybelline's version of the Facefinity, only not as good, in my opinion. But you know, I have it, I'll use it. It's not particularly good at oil absorbing, but it does help add coverage back into the makeup over the course of the day. Yeah, you can tell I'm out of practice with this. I'm getting a little out of breath. For cream blush, I'm still going to be using the Natural Cream Blush from NYX. It just looks like that. And over the top, I've picked out two blushes this week. One is one of the new cream puffs from Max Factor. It's in Nude Mauve. I'll just do a quick little swatcheroo of that for you. It's just a really beautiful kind of dusty skin toned pink colour. It's really pretty wearable. And then we have Nude from 17, which is discontinued, but you know, I'm trying to use up all my discontinued stuff. And it's very similar to Nude Mauve, but it's a bit pinker, if you can kind of see. It's a bit darker and a bit pinker, or is that rosy? You decide. You decide. For highlight, I'm going to be using the MAC MSF in Soft and Gentle. It's just a beautiful highlight that everyone should try at some point in their life. It's very beautiful and golden, and just look at it shine. This makes an awesome eyeshadow as well, so it might get used as that as well if the fancy takes me. And for bronzer, I'm going to be using the YSL Terrace Harian in shade number 1. And again, let's do a really quick swatch of that for you. It's just a really pale bronzer. It's very similar to the Body Shop Honey Bronzer. Great for this time of year, great for pale skins. Onto eye products. For brows, I'm going to be using the eyeliner gel from Inglot in shade number 90. I gave it a mix up and added a little bit of water to moisten it up a bit, and I'm going to try and use this up using it as a brow thing. It's what I have in just now. I quite like it. It's really kind of, what's the word? It's bold, but without being like scouse brow or drag queeny. And if I want to soften it up, I'll use the dark brown from NYX. For eyeshadow, of course, you have the dark brown from NYX. You also have the brown taupe and the MUA Matte 17, which are all in my Finish 7 by Spring. For a brow bone highlight, I realise I've been missing this from my eye look. That's why it's been looking really muddy to me, and that is a proper brightening brow bone highlight. This is Vintage Lace by Revlon. Fortunately, it's been discontinued a long time ago, but you know, it's just a matte pale cream colour. Every brand does one, basically. For an inner corner highlight, or I have it on the lid today actually, is Pearl 1 from MUA. It's just a really nice light sort of, it's like a white with a golden reflex. Kind of similar to Dazzle Light by MAC, but not quite. As an eye base, I have On and On Bronze from MUA, not MUA, got MUA in the brain, from Maybelline. It's just a beautiful kind of bronzy shade. Pretty much goes beautiful under almost any warm toned look. For liner, I have the Avon Super Shock in black. It's just a rich black liquid look liner, perfect for the inner rims of the eye. And for the top lash line, I'm trialing the Rimmel gel liner in black because I was so impressed with the emerald liner. So far I am a little disappointed with this. I find it really kind of like a faded black rather than a really dark black that I'm used to with the Maybelline. But you know, I'll try it out for a week and see what I think. And for mascara, I'm going to be using this YSL sample. I believe this is the Singular mascara. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what the brush looks like. It's a very classic mascara wand. And lastly, onto lips. Most of this is products from my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo project, but I will do lip liners first. This is the Max Factor Color Elixir lip liner in Mauve Moment, which looks like that. And then we have the e.l.f. matte lip color in Natural, which I've swatched God knows how many hundreds of times, but it looks like that. And then we have the 3 lipsticks to choose from this week. We have Nude Delight from, which has Mauve Movement on it, but there's Nude Delight from Rimmel. I picked up a hair from someplace. Get rid of that. And we have Glam, which is discontinued, but it's just a really nice kind of nude-ish colour. It's very similar to Nude Delight, but pinker. And then another discontinued one, which is Cinnamon from Fashionista, but this is a very in colour right now, so you could probably find a dupe of it someplace. And lastly are 2 lip glosses. One is Chanel's Le Petit Pêche, which is a very pale peach pink with some shimmer. It's on my knuckle there. And then we have Cargo Tuscany, which is an extremely similar color. In fact, it's almost identical. Le Petit Pêche and Tuscany. Can you tell the difference? you definitely can't on the lips, so save yourself the Chanel price tag and go with the cargo. And that is pretty much... That was a weird noise. Oh, I knocked a pair of scissors off the leg of the tripod. Oops. So that was everything in my makeup bag this week. It's definitely the most I've put in a makeup bag for a while. But I'm really kind of... I've gotten a lot more excited about makeup now. I feel like over winter I kind of went into like a makeup hibernation, and now that it's getting lighter in the mornings, I feel a bit more enthusiastic to put makeup on my face. But there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.